Jim Irsay basically said he wants Anthony Richardson to play. We had Jason Cole, NFL writer, on a little bit earlier, and he's like, I don't know how much he sees the field first year, maybe a little bit, maybe a lot. And I tend to agree with you. If the owner says he wants him to play, I wouldn't be surprised to see him out there for 17 games.
Yeah, listen, you've been around the block a few times, right? It doesn't matter what profession you're in. When the person who's in charge speaks and you are smart enough to speak what they speak or at least parse what they've said, it's usually a good idea to listen. And when the man goes out in front of all of us and says, you get better by playing, he goes, now Shane's gonna have the plan to do whatever he wants. Shane Steichen, the head coach, But I think that you get better by playing, and the more he plays, and he hasn't had a chance. He was telling his fans these last 6 years when we've done rent a quarterback, we expected those quarterbacks to get us to the playoffs and give us a chance to go to the Super Bowl. That's what he would – because what he told us this time was patience. First time I ever heard him talk about patience. That means they are rebuilding. Okay, so he wants this young quarterback to play. He wants his team to grow with him. The whole deal, I'm not worried about getting to the playoffs next year. I'm not worried about any of that. He would punch me in my face right now himself because he'd be, that's not what I'm saying. Yes, it is what he's saying.
Yeah.
And there's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's what you're saying. And that's cool as long as that's the plan for your team. That's the plan for your organization. Now you have to build around him, and you have to be there for him for all the tough moments because for every Troy Aikman who went through a horrific rookie season, as a starter, would they win one game, Dan, rookie year?
Yep.
And bounce back and become a Hall of Famer. How many others have we seen go through seasons like that, and they are never the same? So they have to be very careful with this youngster. Sure, play him a lot, the whole deal, but check his confidence, check where he is, make sure that you don't lose him. Just think about the Titans last year. We were together when they pretty much force-fed Malik Willis and made the number 2 quarterback. And by the end of the year when Ryan Tannehill was hurt, they signed Josh Dobbs from our alma mater, Tennessee, off the street, started him on a Thursday night game against the Cowboys, and then started him in the biggest game of the year that would determine their playoff fate rather than the guy that they had drafted. What do you think they've had to do this offseason in terms of talking to Malik Willis?
Yeah.
I mean, that's hard to bounce back from, okay? I don't care who you are. So that's the only thing I think about with Anthony Richardson, Dan, is that for this organization, okay, you want to play him, that's cool. But he's had 13 starts. If it goes poorly, what's the support system? How do you keep his confidence going and allow him to ascend at possibly a later date? Now, who knows? He may come in and light it up and everything goes just great. Who knows?
Right.
But that's kind of what I'm worried about a little bit with him. Only because we've seen it happen many times before with some really talented quarterbacks.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.